Welcome back, team. Let's go back to the context. Okay, so what exactly once we are done with our provisioning part, especially we need to clear our DevOps task or the pipelines. Especially if you see the repository creation and developer check into the repository and create a build pipeline and registering VM as an agent and install required dependencies libraries. These are all the things which we can see in the next 15 minutes. Okay, quickly. All right, let's go back to the DevOps portal. Just go to the repositories team. Just go there and just click on a new repository. I'm just taking a very fresh repository for the React.js. Okay. So I'm just taking one particular project, React.js practical. So I'm just taking one project. Just go there and simply just create the form. So this is what basically the repository creation from a DevOps engineer side. Now, as a developer, I need to check in the code to this particular React.js repository. That's my next code. To do that, you need to inform to the developer where developer will clone this repository to check in the code. Just go there to the clone section. There you can see the endpoint and followed by the username and the password. So whatever the details are there, please just give this endpoint to the developer. The developer also can generate username and the password on his own mission. So you don't need to share your credentials, not required. Copy this one. I'm just going to the local mission. It's like a developer. I'm going there and I will check in the code as a developer thing. That's my goal. To do that, I'm just going for the download section. Download section in my mission. Once you go there, just go for the git clone. Okay. So just clone the repository. So after cloning the repository, I think it is asking the password. Just provide the password. Hello. Alright. So once you are done with this thing, team, I think if you go for the ls, I think you are seeing a lot of directory structure here. You don't need to worry on that. You just go inside of your newly created repository, which is a React.js-Tractor. So I'm just going there, React.js-Tractor. Okay. I'm just going inside this particular project. Okay. Alright. So very clear. If you go there in ls, I think completely empty. Nothing is there, one readme file. Now, as a developer, whatever the code we have developed so far, we will copy that code into this particular directory. That is what we need to do. Just go to the finder. I'm just going for the finder for easy access. Just go there and I'm just going for one of my code which I developed locally. Okay, as a developer, I'm just copying the code. What see, open the source code, and nothing is there. Especially since we also practiced locally as a developer, because usually we will test locally, right? Whatever the code we have, usually we will test that one locally, right? That particular part we know already. So basically, to test this code, the process is very easy. You just need to go to this particular source code and you need to run npm start. If you do that activity, automatically your React.js project will be launched, right? So that is exactly the difference here. Let me do that in a minute. Okay, just a second. Let me do that in a minute. CD. I'm just going for our React or local project. Okay, I'm just going for the React local project, which is a demo one. Okay, I'm just going there. I'm just going to this particular directory. Just go inside. Okay, just come here. Now once you are here, team, there is a directory called src-code. Go to src-code. Okay. As a developer, I'm just simulating my code locally, team. That's what I'm doing here. First and foremost thing, by default, you will not see these node modules in your directory structure. Okay, you will not see this. Okay. So to make sure your node modules are available, what you need to do, npm install is the command which helps us to download all required dependencies or the libraries into your machine. So that is where this node modules folder will be created. Since it's already there, I think it went very fast and it is just showing that output of this npm install you can see here. Now my goal is you just need to run this one. For example, whenever we are going for a CI/CD, you need to build the project. To build the project for the React.js, the command is npm run build. This is the command which we need to do after that. This is what the build command. No. I want to test it locally, whether it is really working good or not. To do that one, the command is npm start. That's all, team. If you remember these things, that's more than enough for us. Alright. So once you apply the npm run build, team, so the particular command process is over. Just go there and ls. See, now you are seeing a folder called build folder additionally. See, npm install created node underscore module. npm run build created the build folder, team. So that's exactly the difference we are noticing. That's awesome. And as a developer, I want to test my code locally. To do that, you just go for the npm start, team. Okay, just go there to the npm start. That is more than enough as a developer. These are all the developer tasks. Just making sure that the things are smooth on my local machine first. Awesome. So far good. Now what exactly I'm going to do? So once this particular process is clear, team, my goal is, my DevOps engineer gave an endpoint. That is what exactly I cloned into one of my download folder. Now my goal here is, team, I want to copy my source code inside. Please remember one thing, team, whenever you are copying your source code, especially as a developer, I'm just talking as a developer, though you copy entire source code into one of your clone repository. This is what your clone repository. Though you copy it like this, you need to clear few things, team. Let me tell you what is that one. Once you copy this particular src-code, team, inside node underscore modules folder, build folder, you copied as it is. Point you need to remember here is, we should not copy those two things. Okay, a developer also, whenever he is checking his code to the repository, he will never do that. Sorry. That is why, if you notice this particular copy thing, see how you can see the size here, 295.4 MB. See, you know why it is taking such a long time? If you copy without having any node modules on the build, obviously your process will be very fast. So that's the difference exactly noticing. Let me cancel this one. I don't want this kind of copy at all. Let me go there and move to bin. Let me go back to the downloads one more time. Go to your React demo one. Under the src code, I'm going to clear, I'm going to clear these two directories. Especially these two are not at all required for me. So once you are done, just go there. Sorry, yeah. So once you are done, I'm just clearing this one. Okay. So once you are done with this particular thing, I'm just going there to here. Just copy this stuff, whatever the remaining contents are here. Go to the downloads and just go to the React.js Procto and just create one directory. Always, it's a very good practice if you maintain one directory here, team. Okay. I'm just going there. I'm just creating one directory. Okay. I'm just creating the directory as a src. That's the only the thing. Otherwise, src-code is the one source code I'm just presenting as a. Open this one and just paste the content. That's all, team. That's all I did. Okay, awesome so far. So once you are done with this thing, what exactly you need to do? As a developer, my responsibility is to check in the code to the repository that is pending. Let's push the code to the repository, team. Okay, just ls the content. Yes, I do see the src-code. So as usual, team, I'm just zooming in a bit. Okay, git status is the one just to understand what exactly the things happen under this directory. Seems it is just telling, okay, there are untracked files are there as part of the repository. Now you are noticing. Okay, all right. Especially, I'm going to add all the files. What are the changes are there? Just let's add all, team. No worries on that. Let's add even ds_store, which is not at all needed on your repository. Let's push it first. Okay. You will understand, especially when discussing about your repository git ignore file. Okay, no worries. So once git add, after that one git commit. Okay, now you just apply git status one more time. Now you can see the lot of files which are being placed here. Okay, the next one here is I'm just going for just git commit -m. You just need to pass a message, team. Okay, I'm just giving the first. I'm just go there, just commit it. Okay, finally you committed locally. You need to push to the repository. Awesome. Okay, that's good, team. So it is asking the password. Just give the password. Once you give the password, just give an allow. So then I think this is actually it is asking in my local machine, team. It will not be asked you in your machine. Okay, because I set this particular OS completely in the Mac newly. That's why it is asking every time. All right. So once you are done with this particular part, my code is there under your repository. That's awesome so far. Now what is my goal? My goal is to create a build pipeline. So far, we understand how to check in the code to the repository. We played a developer role, we played a DevOps role. Both the roles we played. Now, as a as a DevOps engineer, we are going to continue setting up the build pipeline. To do that, just go to the pipeline team. Now I'm just going for the pipeline. Click on the new pipeline team. Once you click on the new pipeline, just go for the classic editor. Let's understand more on the classic editors. There later you can understand the AMLs also. Go for this one. This is the right repository only. Just go there and continue. Take an empty job team. Take an empty job. Okay, fine. Now, what exactly the thing I'm going to do? So first, I'm just going here. My React build pipeline. Okay, I just gave some name as just a build pipeline. My React.js build pipeline. Okay, that's exactly the name I just provided for this particular React.js build pipeline team. Awesome. First and foremost thing, team, I have a virtual machine with me. I have a virtual machine already. Let's go back to the virtual machine. There is a virtual machine, right? So which is called L0 VM. Okay. So this is the virtual machine which we created for our L0 project. Just copy this particular IP address. Just take a new tab and just go there and just give the connection team. I think 157. This is the right one only. Just go there and try to connect this particular VM. So you know one thing, right? So basically, whenever you are executing any agent, right, team? So you just go for the my agent cd my agent. The special you can go for the history. So you can check the commands, whatever the history commands you executed. You can go there and just apply team. Okay, perfectly all right. See, now your agent is on. First and foremost thing, team, think practically. To build a React.js project, what softwares are required in your mission? So that particular mission, you are going to act as a DevOps agent. If you see this one, team, same process I am doing here, whatever we learned so far. The specialty team, if you notice this one VM you provisioned under the portal. The same VM only you are using as a DevOps agent. So what exactly for the build pipeline, to make use of your DevOps agent, I am just expecting few softwares to be installed. What are all those softwares here? Those are Node.js, another one is the NPM. Those two are the softwares needs to be installed in this virtual machine. To make the installation in this virtual machine, I shared one link. This is the link. Just follow this particular link. Here, just install the latest version of the Node. So that's exactly the thing which we need to do. Okay, now what exactly I'm going to do? Just go for the installing a specific version. Please attempt this approach. Okay, please attempt this approach. Just copy the command whatever you have. Just copy this one. Go to the terminal team. Sorry, go to the terminal. Just a moment. Yeah, go to the terminal. So this is what exactly my terminal here. So just come here, team. I'm just closing the other one. Just terminate the process. All right. So this is what your virtual machine. That's good. I'm just going there. I'm just going there. I'm just going there. I'm just going to the home directory. This is my home directory. Especially what are the commands they are just asking you. Just go there. Just try to apply. That's all I'm doing, team. Just go there and try to apply. So it is just saying, I think continuing in 60 seconds. Press Ctrl C to start about. I think just wait for 60 seconds. I think the process will be proceeded. Just wait for 60 seconds, team. Now, why we are doing this activity and why we need to install the Node.js latest version, and who will tell us what exactly the Node version we should use, and who will tell us what all the softwares are really needed to build your project. So these are all the questions usually will be there for a DevOps engineer. It's a very common thing. But firstly, since we understand how to set the project, how to build the process locally, we know what softwares are required because we proved that one locally. The Node and NPM are the softwares which are really needed to build a React.js project. That's a very clear thing. But the technology is completely new to you. You don't know anything about the technology. Then in that case, what should we do? Right? That is also a problem for you in real time, right? So for example, in this case, I'm just showing you for the React.js. I'm going to show you for the Spring Boot. I'm going to show you for Python. Maybe if you find some other technology, maybe some Scala applications where they're asking just set up a build pipeline. Again, you will feel new. Then you just need to do one activity, team. You just need to collab with your developer. Okay, whoever the developer is there in your team, just go there and collab with him and just ask him, hey, how you're building your project locally. Can you please show us how you're building? What are the commands he's applying locally? Same commands you need to apply on the build pipeline. That's a simple thing. No change. However, he's building there, Same thing you need to build on the VM also. There is no difference. That's what exactly you need to do. Okay. You should understand what things are really required. That's exactly the point you need to understand from the developer team. Okay. This is again you will gain knowledge from the developer. Okay. I'm telling that. All right. So once you are here, then followed by, I think there is a command, I think install 16.x, I think 16 version, I think which is the latest one which we are trying to install, and just go for the node-v, I think which you can try. I think it is giving 16.20, so the min version. That's fine. Fine team. So far, I think I have some version is there. I think that's more than enough, and also npm also. I think there is a command to just install the npm also latest one. Please try to do the same activity team. Okay. Fine. So, but the point here is, see, you will see these kind of issues very commonly, team. Okay, you need to understand very clearly. So, whenever you are executing, right? So, what exactly you are doing? Sudo npm install -g npm at the rate of latest. Okay, unsupported engine not compatible with your version of the node, which is a 10.1.0 npm at 10.1.0. It's okay. So, now one more point you need to keep in your mind always, team. npm install is the one usually you will install. Usually you will install by going into your project directory. There package.json is there. Whatever the required libraries are really needed, you can go there and you can apply just npm install. That is more than enough. Okay. So you no need to install externally, not really needed. You can handle this particular case especially by going inside of your directory also. Okay. You can handle that. That is what exactly I'm going to show you. How you can run the npm install by using a build pipeline. Okay, that's the one we will see. All right, no worries. You also try this one. You may get this one. This npm install may through for you because you are installing the 16.19 for the first time. I have one more version installed which was a Node 10 version. I think it is referring the 10 version. That's only the difference. But I don't really care this npm installation, especially on this particular Ubuntu mission. Okay. Let me do an activity. Let me go back to the build pipeline. There, I will just set up this process. You can ask your questions at the last team. Okay, don't worry. I'll give you enough time. Just go back to the build pipeline. You just come here, team. Let me go. I think we are trying to set up a pipeline here. Awesome. First and foremost thing, I'm not really caring about our node installation because our node is already there on the agent. Okay, I'm not really caring that. Let's ignore that. Just go for the next one, and especially even you can go for the commands with the npm install also. That is also fine. Tim. You can proceed with that. But I just want to go with the command line. I think which is a proven case for me. I'm just using this one. Okay. Now, once you are here, now what exactly we need to do? So very simple thing, team. Just assume how exactly this process goes here. So basically, whatever the project you are cloning, even how you are doing locally, in the same way. Build process also will do. First, it will clone your repository. React.js -practo repository, it will clone. Then you need to tell what exactly build pipeline needs to do. Hey, then you just go to the, the directory. That is what exactly you are telling here. What is the directory name I need to refer? So that is that part also read it, right? Just go to the repository. I'm just going here React.js. Practo. Okay, I'm just going here. There is a directory called src-code is the directory exactly I have given. Just go there, cd src-code is the directory. I'm just going inside. See, once you go inside, there you can see package.json. Package.json is the key thing for you, team, to just build your React.js project. To do that one, I'm just going for the npm install. That's the first thing you need to do. That's awesome. Once you build the npm install, then you need to go for the npm run build. That's it, team. That's it. If you do these two activities, that is more than enough. That's more than enough. I no need to do any other thing. That's more than enough. Awesome, team. Just come here, save it. Okay. Once the build process is being executed, what exactly the things will happen then? A build folder will be created. Where the build folder will be created? Build folder will be created inside your source code folder. One of the folder is the build. That is what exactly it will be created. Now what should we do? We just need to do another activity, teams. Okay. So what exactly we achieved so far? We just created the build folder. Now what are the build folder you just generated? That particular build folder, you need to publish it. That's it. To do that one, just go for the publish. There is an activity called publish build artifact. Okay, just go for the publish build artifact. Just go there and add it. Once you click on the publish build artifact, this is very important thing. Where exactly your build folder is sitting. Click on the three dot symbol, open the repo, open the code. Here one of the directory is the build directory. So what you need to tell that very clearly /build team. This is important. You need to tell this one. This is what exactly you need to assume. So build folder will come, that build folder you are referring. From whatever the build content is there, you are just publishing that one as a drop artifact, name as drop artifact. All the contents will be moved to the drop folder. That's all. Save and finally save on queue. So what is the save on queue will do? I think let's not save on queue. Let's just save it. Okay. We need to change the agents also. Team. You just come here to the agent. The first thing, I think I have an agent here called L0-agent. So L0-agent pool is the first one which I am referring. Sorry. L0-agent pool is the first one which I am referring. Just go there, click on save button, save button, save button. Just go for the get reso agent job. Then here also, I think there is an L0-agent pool. Just go there, L0-agent pool is the one. Exactly, I'm just selecting here. Awesome. Just go there, save and queue. That's it, team. Okay, just go there and click and run. Now, you are trying to execute your React.js project on the self-hosted agent. You have your own self-hosted agent team. That is what exactly you are making sure here, right? You have your own self-hosted agent where you have installed a required softwares. This is what making the customized installations into the virtual machine team. Okay, making the customized installations into the virtual machine. This is what exactly you need to deal in your real time also. Same thing you need to do. A similar way. Alright, team. Something it is telling, it went through, it is telling one artifact produced. Let's go there and see what is this one artifact. You don't need to click this one. You just come back to the pipeline section one more time. See, there is one particular pipeline will be displayed in a green color. Okay, just go there and just success one, just open that one thing. This particular thing, just open one more time. Now, here you can sense everything. Okay, now there you are seeing one thing called one published, one consumed. So what does that mean? Meaning that you have consumed one repository and you have published a particularly a directory. Okay, some build content or artifact. Click on the published one team. I click on see, this is what the drop folder name exactly we just before discussed. And whatever the packaged contents are there, all packaged contents are pushed to the drop folder. That's okay. So far good. That is what exactly happened so far. This is what about the build pipeline process. So far what we understand. So far we have cleared repository creation, developer check into the repo, build pipeline, register with Devops agent, install required dependencies, configure agent in the Azure build pipeline, execute the build pipeline, artifact is generated. All these tasks are cleared. This is what exactly we achieved so far, team. Okay, all are clear. Now, thank you for the session. See you in the next part.